Hello, my name is Kelly James Barker. My guest today on Spotlight on the Ozarks is a young lady from Kentucky. She plays the fiddle and she is 13 years old. You don't want to miss today's guest. Come back right after these messages. And we're back with Mackenzie Bell. Mackenzie, good to have you here.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. What part of Kentucky are you from?
I am actually from Rosine, Kentucky, and it is where Bill Monroe was born and raised.
Oh, wow. And so now that kind of means something to you because you play music.
Yes, I play bluegrass music.
Bluegrass music. What about Bill Monroe? Is there anything about Bill Monroe that kind of made you want to start playing music?
Well, one thing that kind of got me started was one of my friends had played music for a long time and showed me videos of him playing. And his fiddle player, Kenny Baker, he played fiddle like the way I do now. So I was really inspired by him.
Wow. You know, I have a little thing I used to tell people. We used to just a little joke we had on one of our shows. We'd say, I'd play the fiddle, you know, and a little kid would walk up, and this little kid would say, "Wow, Mr. Barker, you really play that fiddle. I like it," you know. And I'd say, "Well, do you play the fiddle?" And this little kid would say, "Yeah, I play the fiddle." I said, "Well, how long have you been playing?" He'd say, 2 weeks. And I said, "Do you sound like me?" And he said, "Well, I did when I first started." Yeah, we finally give that joke up. That wasn't too funny, really. But I tried to play the fiddle, and I learned just enough to make a fiddle player mad. Yeah. Well, now, how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
And what grade is that then?
I am in 7th grade.
Okay. How long have you been playing on the fiddle?
I've been playing 5 years.
Okay.
I started when I was 8.
Okay. What do you do in school besides play the fiddle? What kind of things do you do?
I do the regular stuff, just like math and all that. I don't do PE or anything, though.
No? You know, you don't like that, a lot of that physical stuff that they like to do. Well, they used to make us take PE. It was they just made us do it, you know. But I was good at it. I always had strong back, you might say, and a weak mind. so I'd get straight A's in PE, and then we'd get to math. I bet, you know, don't read that, Mom. Don't look at the math. Don't look at the math. How hard is it trying to maintain any kind of playing the fiddle and playing out and then going to school? How do you make both those work together?
Well, I'm homeschooled, and I do most of my lessons in the car, which means I can read, and I even do math sometimes in the car. So
in the car? Mm-hmm. So that means your mom takes you and goes a lot.
Yes, we do.
Oh, my goodness.
In the summer months, I do like schoolwork still, and I just do work like in the car, like a kid would do in school. I would just do it in the car.
So, did you do some of the school work on the way down here?
A little bit reading.
Yeah,
that's all.
I'd get car sick. Trying to read stuff and the car's moving, and pretty soon I'd be like, okay, you better pull over. Somebody's going to get sick back here. It'll be me. I'm holding a CD, and maybe you can tell us about it. We'll show a little bit later. I'll get a close-up of it. But it's called Mackenzie Bell 1117, and you're sitting on a fence holding your fiddle, one of your fiddles.
Yes.
How did this come about? Tell us about it.
Well, it started, the rumor of me making a CD started floating in the air. I was 11 at the time, and I was excited but a little bit nervous, and the nervousness got to me. And eventually we got to the point where I was like, okay, I'll make a CD. And that just came up. And the reason it's called 1117 is because I was 11 when I recorded it, and it was produced in 2017.
Wow. Well, that's an easy way to remember that, 1117, yeah. Well, when you made it, who was behind you making this?
What do you mean?
What made you want to do this? Did your mom say, hey, you need to make a CD?
No, I actually sort of made the decision myself. Because my teacher wasn't going to force me to make the CD or anything. So.
Oh, okay. Now, teacher, music teacher, let's talk about that. Who got you started playing on the fiddle?
Well, my first fiddle teacher was Mr. Wendell Snodgrass, and he and I went to the same church together. And his grandson actually played fiddle, and I heard it, and I said, I want to learn how to do that. So he started teaching lessons.
Cool.
And I now take from Randy Lanham in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Okay. How old was you when, you may have already said this, but how old was you when you started taking lessons?
I was 8 years old.
8 years old. Okay.
My parents wouldn't let me play fiddle until I was 8. And they said it was just something that I would forget about.
Right.
Because the idea of I want to play fiddle came up like a couple of weeks before my 8th birthday. Yeah. And they were like, wait until you're 8 years old. And when I turned 8, I was like, hey, I'm 8. I am going to take fiddle lessons.
That's it. I mean, when music's in you, it's either there or it's not. Same way with me. And I had to wait till I was 14 to really get a guitar. So, but man, when I got that guitar, I went to town, just started playing, writing songs and doing stuff. And then I started playing other instruments, the mandolin. Tried to play the fiddle a little bit. I already told you I wasn't too good at that, And banjo, got pretty good on the banjo, but do you play anything besides the fiddle?
I play a little bit of mandolin.
Okay.
That's really all, though.
Well, they fret a lot the same, so that's pretty easy right there. It's too bad. Now, let me ask you a question. Since you play fiddle, do they make a fiddle with frets?
No, they do not.
No?
If they have, I've never seen one.
Okay, me either. Somebody said the other day that there's fiddles out with frets. But, to me that would not work. Because you have to slide kind of with a fiddle, or don't you? Or well, I do anyway. That's what makes it sound bad. Because I'm in the wrong key. Like we might be in G, and I'm down here in D, and I'm like, wait a minute. There we go. I'm up here now. But I don't think you can do that with a fret. No. So yeah,
it would kind of prohibit you from moving in.
That's a big word. Prohibit. I can't say that word. So. How about some of the places that you're playing? Now, you just turned 13. What kind of places have you played? How about church? Let's start with church. You played church?
Yes, I play at church. I'm trying to play a little bit more, though. And I really like playing at churches, actually.
Yeah. And does your church play a lot of kind of the bluegrass gospel type stuff?
Actually, we have a bunch of youth that actually plays instruments, and we all started to get together, and we're kind of like playing together now.
That's cool. I would ask that because a lot of the churches, they play the modern worship stuff, so you might have to kind of learn some more violin. Do you do any violin type stuff?
No, I know. What we do is just the old time. We don't do the.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I wanted to learn how to do it so I could play some of the fancy violin stuff. I could dress. Could you see me dressing up? I put on my tuxedo and play my. Am I alone? Yeah. Festivals. I bet you played some festivals.
Yes,
Tell us about it.
I played at some pretty crazy ones. The craziest ones I've ever played at was probably the Fried Pickle Festival.
The Fried Pickle
Festival.
Okay.
When they first asked me to play, I was like, wait, did you just say pickle?
That's what I said, the Fried Pickle Festival. I can't even hardly say that. So, did you have fun?
Yes, I did. They actually gave me some fried pickles, actually.
Was they good?
Yes, they were.
You should have brought some. How do you fry a pickle?
I honestly do not know. I don't cook.
That's just bad. So they were good, but we need to find this out. Let's Google it when we go off to a commercial.
Yes, let's go on Google and ask, how do you fry a pickle?
How do you fry a pickle? I know how you mess up a show, a talk show, start and talk about fried pickles. Well, we're going to go to commercial here in just a minute, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to have you talk a little bit more about, more in depth about what you do, where you play, festivals, type of things like that. You played Nashville. We want to touch on that and some different things. And then the last segment of the show, I want you to actually play us some music. And we want to talk about your fiddles and show them this next segment.
Yes.
Okay. My guest today is Mackenzie Bell, and she's got a CD, and we're going to advertise that for her. You want to sell these, right?
Yes, I am.
So we're going to try to sell some of these. So you folks need to get a hold of her, and we're going to put a Facebook up.
Yes.
And you don't have a website, but you have.
No, I do have email.
Email. So we'll put both those up, and you can get this CD, and then you got another one coming out.
Yes, I am.
Okay. When's it going to be out?
It's going to be out in May.
In May. Okay, that's just like next month. All righty, we're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
J.R.'s Western Store. Get a kick out of life. Well, I'm a city boy, but I was born to roam. It takes a pair of boots to make me feel at home. It gives me some personality, you know. Some says this is me. When you want to get a kick out of life, go to J.R.'s and do it right. At J.R.'s Western Store. Yeah, it's time you get a kick out of life.
Hello folks, my name's Jason Richardson. I'm the lead guitar player for Kelly's Country Junction, and I'm here to tell you about MJT guitars made in Carthage, Missouri. If you would like a custom-made vintage-style guitar, then you need to talk to Mark Jenny. He'll help you out with the style, feel, and sound you are looking for. They specialize in custom-made finishes and are priced affordable, made with you in mind for the perfect sound and fit. MJT guitars, made for the working man.
And we're back with Mackenzie Bell. She's my guest tonight. She plays fiddle, and this is one of her fiddles right here. And tell me about this fiddle.
This is actually General Roland. I name every one of my fiddles, and this one is named General Roland. He's got a little lion's head on it.
I see that. So do they all have, you say they all have a head?
All my fiddles do. The headed fiddles are the rarest you can find.
Cool. Can we see that? I tell you what I want you to do. Take that fiddle and take it over to that the big one right there. Might tell her where to stop at. Let folks see that. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's really neat. Okay. That's nice. You want to go ahead and put that up, and I want you to get your other one out. So she'll be right back. She just went off here for a second. So now this one. Yeah, let me see that one too. I like to hold them. I can't play them. I can hold them. You know. Hey, that's a little do-si-do. I just did one right there. Let's go to Nashville. Okay, now tell me about this one.
This one is named General Beauregard, and he is over 120 years old. So, and he's 120.
Be very careful. That's really neat.
And he's got a lion's head also.
Yeah. Okay. That's the same head that the other one has. Now you have another one at home?
Yes, I have another one at home. His name is General Ed, actually.
General what?
General Ed.
Ed? Ed? E-D? Good old Ed. That's my kind of fiddle.
He's got a dragon set, actually.
Oh, now that would be cool. So how old is he?
He is, I think, over 100. A little bit over 100.
So is all your fiddles over 100 years old? Okay.
Yes.
Wow. I guess that's not old for a fiddle. I don't know. So, what about Nashville? Let's talk about Nashville. Where did you play at when you was there? When was you in Nashville? And where did you play at when you was there?
I was actually in Nashville, I think, a couple months ago, and I was at the Station Inn, Station Inn in Nashville, playing with Roland White.
I've been down to right here. What's the name of that place? What is the name of that place? You can help me here. It's right here by the Willie Nelson. It's by the not too far from there. You go. That's it. By the Willie Nelson place, right there. Yeah. Have you played the Palace?
I played the Palace before, and it's a great place to play.
Oh yeah,
I really like it.
I was playing there, and they caught me, and I had to leave. But I played there several times. Hey, you played music with old buddy of mine, David Church.
Yes, I did. I played with him on a country music cruise. Actually, it was this February, actually.
Okay, so that's just been a few months ago.
Yes, it was.
What kind of experience did you have when you was on the cruise?
Very good experience. It's the best experience I probably had was meeting Buddy Joel.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's actually, I think, on one of my I've got several Facebook pages. I think he's a friend on one of them. He doesn't know it, but he's my friend on one of those pages.
I was playing on the cruise with, I got asked by Jeff Brown and So Lonesome, and he asked me to come play, so I did. And
cool. So you probably get to go back again.
Yes.
So, start that, they just keep having you back. And again, I tried to play on a cruise. They found out I was on the ship, and they put me off. That's my life. Yes, but what kind of food did they have on the ship?
Glorious food. It was good.
Fried pickles?
No. Unfortunately, they did not have fried pickles.
Well, we need to tell them about that. So, what about some of the festivals that's coming up for you to play this year?
I am playing at the Irish in the Mountains, I think. And this.
Now, where's this at? In the mountains?
It's in Delaney, Tennessee.
Okay. What's the date on that? Do you know?
It is going to be the April 4th.
You can say something off camera. Go ahead. My mom's over there. Mom? May 4th? Okay, that's just coming up. Not too. I got a big experience my own self in May coming up. May 20th. It's my birthday. I'll be 61. I'm old. What other festivals are you going to be doing? She just looks at me like, you are. You are old. Yes, you are. So you're going to be at that festival. What else you got coming this year?
I am actually playing at Romp this in July and June, actually.
June, okay. So you got something in May and June and just all year long? And it keeps you busy playing around local, I guess?
Yes, it does. People always ask me to come and play.
Yeah, I see you on my Facebook all the time. That's how I found out about you, was on Facebook. And then your mom got hold of me and said, you need to have my daughter on your show. And I'm like, yes, I do. I need to have her on my show. And now you're on my show.
Yes,
I
am.
All the way from Kentucky. I think that's the first. Well, I had David, not David, I had, what was his name? Oh, gosh, hope he's not watching. He's a good friend of mine, Richard Lynch. Hi, Richard. And he was from way up there, but we did a music video with him. So he came, but I don't know if he's any further than what you are. You guys, that's a pretty good trip here to the Ozarks. Yeah. So what about this Charlie Daniels? I hear you did some playing music with Charlie Daniels?
Yes. Well, he came to my area. He was playing at the Beaver Dam Amphitheater, and we found out about it. And they asked me to come. I didn't play on stage with him. I just played backstage for him, and he gave me one of his bows.
Oh, wow. Did you bring the bow? Cool. I want to touch Charlie's, a bow that Charlie's touched. Oh, let me see that fiddle real quick here. I'm about to do something for these folks that they'll never forget. Watch this. Whoops. That's cool. I like that. That's really neat. So, what about these cats I keep hearing about? Banjo and Bingo. What's her name?
Stormy.
Stormy.
Stormy is a rescue cat. She's a little gray and white little kitten, and she's allergic to fish.
Poor little cat.
I know, it's like so weird because who ever heard of a cat being allergic to fish?
Yeah, that's kind of like I don't know what that's like. It's just wrong. That's what that is. No, it's just wrong. It's like an Irishman being allergic to beer. There we go. I think I can get away with that one.
And also, she has a broken tail. She got it caught in a door.
Oh my goodness!
When she was trying to get in. Yeah, she didn't get in too fast.
She didn't get in. She broke her tail. Bless her heart.
And now it's crooked, and she has no teeth.
Well, so she's got a crooked tail. She can't eat fish, and
she can't hear very well either.
She can't hear very well. This poor little cat. She's a mess. We need to start a fund for her.
The Stormy Help.
The Stormy Help Fund. Yes. How about Banjo then? What's he like? He? She? Okay. What's she like?
She's a little mackerel tabby. She's got black and brown markings, and she's a baby.
Oh, okay.
We found her up in a tree.
Does she play banjo?
No, she's scared of my banjo actually.
Oh. You got banjo? Now, but you don't play yet?
No, I don't play much. Well, she's scared of it. She needs to live up to her name.
Yeah, you have to start calling her Fiddle, or I don't know. I don't know.
She's real jumpy.
Yeah, call her a drummer. Drummer. All drummer. Mike's a drummer, said cameraman. He's a drummer. Look at the eye he's giving me.
The evil eye.
Yeah, the evil eye. That's evil if I've ever seen it. If we could swing that camera around, people would fall out over there. They'd be like, oh, look at that cameraman. Well, I tell you what. Have you got an original song that you wrote?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back. And usually what we do is a little wrap-up. So I'll come and at the end of it, I'll have you wrap it up. I want you to play a couple of your songs for us.
I will.
We'll clear all this stuff out and just have you here playing music.
Okay.
You do that?
Yes, I will.
Okay. All right, we'll be back right after these commercial breaks with my guest tonight, Mackenzie Bell, all the way from
Kentucky.
What's the town?
Kentucky, Rosine, Kentucky.
Where?
Rosine.
Rosine?
Mm-hmm.
Rosine, Kentucky. See, I know what I'm talking about. We'll be back right after this. Do you see Mike raise his eyebrows when I said I know what I'm talking about? He's like, whatever. See what I put up with? Hey Georgette, did you know Kelly's Country Junction comes on this station?
And Kelly Lee James is my favorite.
Well, a lot of folks say I look like him.
In your dreams.
Hard to believe you're Joanne's little sister. I met you were 6 years old in that sandbox. I should have let that cat covered you up.
Homer, listen.
You listen.
No.
Don't start on me. It's Fonzie. Hey, Fonz. Did you watch Kelly James in the 70s review show?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's Hey.
Hey.
This song I'm going to play is one that I wrote when I was 11 years old. I had the music in my head, I played on the fiddle, and my fiddle teacher, Randy Lanham, helped me and we wrote it on paper. Enjoy Angel and Waltz.
Okay, that was a good job, Mackenzie. And the name of that again, that was your song.
Yes,
and it was called Angel Wing Waltz.
Yes, it was.
That's hard to say. Angel Wing Waltz. Let's do for the people, and I'm going to join you on the banjo because I'm pretty good. I'm not really. Key of D? Let's do a little Faded Love for all the Texas folks down there. Cool. I like that. Well, hey, how about Old Joe Clark?
Yes.
We got time for Old Joe Clark. That's one of my favorite songs. And the Grambles, too. She's, put your tongue back in your mouth. Does she do that at home?
Yes, she does whenever I practice it.
Oh. I don't know how you take it. Key of A?
Yes.
Okay, now, wait a minute. This has 5 strings on it. So when I hit this C, I do this. Oh, that's... I don't like that string. I'm just letting you know. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got lost. Could you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, could you? Okay.
Now let's do a little bit faster.
Oh, a little bit, not much now. Okay, wait a minute, I'll count down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's do it again. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. faster. Okay. Yeah, well, that was good too. But wasn't no Joe Clark, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was
Wow.
Devil out of Georgia.
It sure did. Wow. Well, yeah, we didn't do that in rehearsal. You shouldn't have did that. Well, that was all for tonight then. My guest has been Mackenzie Bell from
Rosine, Kentucky.
where?
Rosine, Kentucky.
Rosine? I don't know why I can't remember that. I'm getting old. From Rosine, Kentucky. And, you know, folks might be seeing you even more before long. So, yeah. Remember the name, Mackenzie Bell, and they can get hold of you at your Facebook?
Yes, and my email.
And your email. And we'll put both those up on the screen.
Yes.
Okay. She's... It's like, yes, you will. Okay. Mackenzie, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Was that Charlie Daniels bow?
Yes.
Well, that's why it did what it did.
It was programmed to do that.
It is programmed, yes. And we got to go. So, Ozarks, so I don't even know my show. Spotlight on the Ozarks. We'll be back with another guest next week. See you.